So how much money should you be spending on your Facebook ads? What is the ideal Facebook ad campaign budget? Today, we're going to break down the 3 simple strategies that you need to know to make sure that you maximize your dollar spent, ultimately know when to walk away or when to go all in. This is going to be super fun. Hold on a second. Whew. Yeah, let's get into it. By the way, I promise I totally didn't steal this espresso mug from Virgin Airlines. Now, if you like this type of content, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Apparently, only 35% of people who binge my channel are subscribed. Now, we're doing a big push to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're damn near close to it. As I'm filming this today, we're over 27,000, and we grew over 1,000 in the last 6 days. If we hit 30,000, we're going to be doing a $100,000 giveaway. All right, that being said, let's start the clock. So the first thing we need to look at is establishing a runway. This ultimately means that we can lay out a specific amount of time and money that we have to invest in our ads. For instance, if we need to be successful in the next 3 months and we have $10,000 to do it, that tells us basically our ideal Facebook campaign budget is $300 a day. Think of this as setting a very clear boundary and expectation. Plus, it allows us to not sweat each individual day because we can focus on the long-term goals. If your ads don't work within this time frame, maybe it's time to step away. The other thing that's really good about this is at the end of that 90 days, maybe you spent all $10K, but you might also have another $5,000 or $6,000 in the bank because it wasn't a complete loss. You made some sales. Great. That means you bought yourself more days. So if we spend $10,000 over the next 90 days, and after that we've generated $5,000 in profits, that means you might have another 45 days to invest. And at the end of that, if we get 6,000 or 7,000, we can begin to actually scale our account. The beauty of establishing a runway is that it clearly lays out expectations and goals, and it lets you, again, focus on the big game. And most importantly for me, it really allows you to understand when things are working and when they're not. So the next strategy that we can focus on is investing a percentage of your profits. This strategy ultimately treats your ad spend like an investment account, putting your money out to work for you instead of in the bank. In this strategy, we're taking a percentage of our overall profit volume and investing it in the growth of the business. For instance, if we have, say, $250 a day in profit, would we be okay with investing 20% of that? That would mean our ideal Facebook ad campaign budget would be $50. And the focus of this is ultimately to grow the volume of opportunity for the rest of the business. And as the business grows, so does the ad account. Remember, a great business is what scales an ad account. It's not the other way around. What I love about this is that you're ultimately investing in the cycle of growth. As your profit volume increases, so does your ad spend. This helps you generate even more sales and scale sustainably. You're building a compounding flywheel of growth. And this, personally, is probably my favorite way of going about it. So the third strategy is what we call a total loss investment. This is simply defined as how much money are you willing to risk if you lost it all. This strategy is crucial when you're trying to scale your account. You're going to have to accept that you might not see direct attributable revenue growth inside of your ads. But because you're investing this money in growing the amount of people that you reach and the amount of attention that you're buying, it is almost undeniable that you're going to see more site traffic. You're probably going to get more emails. You're probably going to have more searches for your brand on Google and Amazon, and that's going to translate into more revenue. Setting a total loss budget allows you to scale with confidence, knowing that even without direct and immediate and attributable results inside the platform, your bank account will benefit from your ad spend. And if it doesn't, that's okay. This strategy is also really important when you begin to test new ideas, because we have to remember that 80 or 90% of our ideas are going to fail. How much can we afford to invest in trying that out? I personally love to bake in 5 to 10% of my ad spend into ideas I know will fail, because again, if 10 or 20% of them win, I'm way ahead. So how do you decide your ideal Facebook budget? If you're testing the waters, focus on a runway. Know your time and your budget limits. For consistent growth of a proven business model, consider investing a percentage of your profits. This not only aligns your ad spend with your profit volume, but it also allows your success to be sustainable and predictable over time. And if you're ready to scale and test new things, I highly recommend that you set aside a total loss investment to help you bridge into broader impact. At the end of the day, the low-hanging fruit won't always be there. And the ideas that you've been relying on constantly might go away as soon as the wind changes. At the end of the day, you should always be investing and testing new ideas. And have a full expectation that most of your tests are gonna fail. When trying to determine your ideal Facebook ad campaign budget, each approach we talked about today has its place. And understanding your goals will guide you to the strategy that's best for you. Now, before we go, please comment down below other topics you would like me to cover in videos like this. The last 3 or 4 of these videos have come from your suggestions, and I want to make this channel as valuable to you as possible. If you were looking for more of a point-to-point guide on how to be as successful as possible, I built this video here to walk you through every single step with every single button and screenshots and guides on everything from setting up a Facebook page to building an ad account that will scale with confidence. All right, bye.